Balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to part 2 of my live love reading session, back by request, you guys, to answer some of your love questions for $15. I'm so excited. We're going to move on to the next person. But first, John, are there still more spots left? I'm just checking real quick to see if there's any spots left in case some of you guys want to get in on this. How are you guys liking my real deck? I have a pick a card probably going up tomorrow. Maybe even later tonight if I can manage it with this deck. And yes, there are actually still 5 more spots left. If any of you guys would like to get in on this reading, then go ahead and message down below. My assistant is here to help answer your questions, to help you be able to hook you up with how to sign up for this reading. Okay, so the next person we're moving right along is Annie. And Annie wants to know, basically, Annie, 2 years ago your crush rejected you. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, that's the worst. And you're feeling like you're just having a really hard time getting over them. And the problem is that you're in a new relationship now and you've been dating somebody for months and it's going pretty well, but there's a part of you that's still looking back to the past, measuring this person against your crush and feeling like you're just having a hard time getting over that rejection, feeling maybe like a little bit jaded and like almost like swearing off love, like you don't believe in it anymore. And you're wondering maybe is that affecting your ability to really connect and be present with this person you're with. Let's just go ahead and get you some messages here. See if we can, how can you overcome this rejection and move forward, open your heart again to love. I'd like to look into the past with this crush, okay? And I'd also like to look in with this person that you're currently dating, okay? And I feel like that's going to help as well. Okay, so this is a message from your crush. My hand just kind of knocked it out of the deck, but I feel like it's the reason. Your crush from the past, they're spoken for. That's the message I'm getting, is that there is someone that's like divinely appointed to them. And I don't think it's not that you're not beautiful or they didn't like you. This just might not be part of your path divinely. It's so frustrating when you're like, I like them, what the heck? We're so compatible. This message from your crush, I think this is just telling you it wasn't that your crush was not attracted to you, okay? There was an attraction there. They're just spoken for, okay? Yeah. Any messages about the crush? Yeah. I'm really getting messages this connection's not going to move forward. I don't mean to like trigger your rejection again. You're kind of getting another rejection from the tarot cards. But it's coming out in a loving way to tell you this is not meant to be. This person, really, your idea of them in your head, the fantasy of this person is so far from who they really are. And that's what we do sometimes. This fantasy, this longing, you even mentioned like you're kind of a hopeless romantic, that can get so out of hand. And I relate to you because I'm totally a hopeless romantic. I mean, look, here I'm sitting here doing love readings with tarot cards. I mean, you have to be a romantic to do that kind of stuff. I really relate to you and what you're going through here. The realness and the rawness of what a relationship is like is very far from your fantasy. In your fantasy with this person from your past, they're never going to hurt you. They're never going to leave you. They're always something you can go back to. They're like this dream world for you to escape into. So to me, this is telling me that in order to get over this rejection, ask yourself, in your life, are you using your fantasy energy? Are you using your imagination? Are you creating adventure for yourself? Are you creating passion? This person, this crush you've had, is kind of like an outlet for an unfulfilled aspect of you. Oftentimes, when we're craving fun, adventure, excitement, passion, we look for that in our love lives. And we find it for a couple of weeks. But inevitably, the honeymoon phase in every relationship wears off. Now, the thing about your crush is that honeymoon fantasy, passionate energy never wears off, because this is something that's unrequited. This is someone you can always fantasize about. It's always going to be amazing in your mind. It's almost like an addiction. It's like a source of fuel. And so you're going to have to start attuning your energy to something else in your life. Like that's an organic energy that's coming from you that you can use in your life. So my suggestion to you is to I'm laughing because a lot of you guys who have been watching my channel for a while are going to think I'm sounding like a broken record. But my suggestion to you is to make a vision board about your biggest fantasies in life. Aside from romance, okay? Take romance and love out of the equation. Ask yourself, how do you want to spend your time? What activities, hobbies, interests do you want to pursue? What does your ideal lifestyle look like? What are some of your goals? And make a vision board of that. Add pictures to your vision board that remind you of that. And know that there's nothing wrong that you can desire. It's okay to want material things. It's okay to want to have certain experiences in this life. I mean, that's what life is all about in many ways. And so make yourself a little vision board, get creative, and maybe this is something that takes time. If you want to, you can write down a note right now to go on YouTube and type in Rainbow Harmony, how to make a vision board tutorial. John, I know you're like typing to someone right now, but can you go on YouTube and find that? Can you type in Rainbow Harmony, how to make a vision board tutorial, and drop that in the comments right now? Thank you. John is going to drop in the comments for you a link for you and for anyone else who's watching who's interested, a link to my how to make a vision board using Pinterest tutorial that will guide you like on how to make a really cool vision board. Work on that vision board for like honestly a couple of months. Add to it, have fun with it, get lost in the fantasy of that world. The older one. It says Pinterest in it. Yeah. He's dropping the link right now for you, okay? And if for some reason you're watching this later, just know that you can click on like the chat and like the chat will still come up. It's like a recording of the chat, but you can still access this link later. It'll be there. You might just have to scroll a little bit, but it'll be there. So basically creating like a vision board for yourself. And once you feel like your vision board is like done, which this is definitely not something you should just do in a day. Take some time, take months, take weeks, you know, add a little bit to it every day. Maybe even underneath each picture, you can write a description of like what it means to you, what it describes, what experience you'd like to have. At a certain point, you'll have a pretty clear picture of like what you desire. And then it's time to start taking action on those desires. Even if it feels impossible or out of reach, make sure that you have like a multitude of different desires and visions up on that board. And once you're in the process of working towards these goals, of creating a fun reality for yourself, of indulging in your fantasy world and making it a reality, you might find that the nostalgia and the longing that you have for this person starts to kind of just fade, because you've taken that energy and you've transmuted it and you've put it into yourself, and you realize that like this passion and this fantasy is just a side of you that's been unfulfilled. There's a side of you that's longing for a sense of purpose, that's longing for adventure, that's longing for, you know, to use your imagination, that's longing to create. And you've been taking it and kind of putting it on this person, saying this person is what can fulfill that, when really it's you. I don't doubt that you have authentic feelings for this person, and perhaps this person is just a really good example of what you'd like your ideal partner to be like, or you feel a strong compatibility with them. Perhaps they're even like someone from your soul family, but I too don't really see that connection moving forward. And rejection is definitely difficult. It's very triggering. I think the best thing you can do is, if someone has rejected you and somebody has abandoned you, is to, instead of basically, you're being rejected, affirm yourself. Show up for yourself, be present for yourself. I think this whole vision board thing, working towards your goals, your dreams, allowing yourself to be creative and imaginative and create adventure around you, fulfills that from the inside out. So that's kind of my advice on that. Let's look into the relationship, and also it just takes time. It's possible you just really cared about this person, and for it to take years to get over it is totally fine. Be okay with that. Love that side of yourself that cares about that person, and approve of yourself every single day. This could be like a core wound, a core wound of feeling like someone didn't approve of you. But we're seeing here in the cards, it's not the case at all. This person did think you were attractive. It's just, there's something else in the stars for both of you guys. There's someone else you'll end up with in this life, someone else for them too. And I think honestly, when you look back, you're going to be so happy you didn't end up with this person. I tell a story on my channel all the time about how when I was younger, I was like really trying to manifest marrying my 7th grade boyfriend. I was just really in love with him, and I thought like, oh my gosh, this is going to be it. Now I look back years later and I'm so glad I did not end up with that person. I don't even know who the heck that person was. Like, it was so long ago. You're gonna look back and laugh too, okay? But right now, this is very real, okay? This is a core trauma. Work with this energy by once again approving of yourself and moving forward in authenticity. So, your current partner. I do see your partner is going through a lot of stress. I mean, they're saying, my life is full of stress. I've been struggling to keep it all together. My situation feels hopeless. I don't have the heart to, fall in love right now. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of disappointment with your current partner. Oftentimes, we'll look back to the past, or we'll create that fantasy world in our head to go to when we're not feeling fulfilled with our current partner. It's been a very stressful year for many people in 2020. And it's possible that you're not feeling loved, perhaps, or seen by this person. And maybe that's because they're, once again, stressed out, not exactly having the heart to really put a lot of effort into the relationship. It might be a rough patch for you guys. It could also be that you guys are having different love languages. People show their love in different ways. Maybe you are the kind of person who really needs words of affirmation and grand gestures like gifts. And maybe your partner shows their love through quality time or physical touch. And maybe they're showing you love all the time, and through their actions or through their love language, they're constantly affirming their love to you, but you might not notice it and feel very alone and left out in the cold because they're just not speaking your language. So, and some more advice I have for you is to research love languages, find out what yours is, see if you can pinpoint what your partner's is, maybe even talk to your partner about it, agree that you guys can speak each other's love languages and make a point to do that. Having communication about this, and then also just asking yourself, do I really want to be in this relationship? Because after a couple months, if it's just not doing it for you and you're not feeling it, then that's reason enough to walk away. You don't always have to break up with someone because they're awful or hurting you. Sometimes incompatibility or just not really feeling it is reason enough to just, walk away, work on yourself, and then get back out there, see if you can manifest something that's in a little bit more alignment with you. I'm not seeing any cards that are telling you you need to walk away from this person, but the answer is always to go within. And so these are kind of my tips for you. I think you're doing an amazing job. I think it's amazing that you have this awareness so deeply of what's going on inside of you. And if nothing else, time does heal all wounds. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out. All right, you guys. We're going to move on to the next person. Are there any spots left, John? Okay, we still have just a couple spots left. I think we've got like maybe 3 spots left. So if you're interested in getting a love reading, you just popped in here and you're like, I want in on this, then just write down in the comments below. My assistant is here and we'll help hook you up with a reading. So who is next?
Blue Moon?
All right, Blue Moon is next.
How does he perceive/feel about me?
Okay. So how does he, Blue Moon, your question is, how does he perceive or feel about you? Just give me a second. I'm going to tap into this energy here. Okay. How does he see you or perceive you? And then how does he feel about you? Okay, so first let's look into this. Okay, so what we're seeing so far is maybe this is somebody that you're dating currently, hanging out with a little bit, and you're wanting to check in on them. If not, then this is saying this person sees you as dating material. They're interested. They're like, okay, this person's a snack. I'd date them. And they also feel compatibility towards you. This is really positive. Not all the cards in these decks are like as positive, just so you know. This person feels compatible. They feel like a genuine connection with you. They feel like you guys would be a good match. So these are definitely some romantic feelings here. I'm not going to say these... Well, I guess we're going to have to look a little bit deeper and to see what their feelings are. We haven't really asked that yet, but they're perceiving you as somebody who's compatible, who they feel compatible with, and they are seeing you as dating material. This is the Divine Feminine card. They see you as someone who's easy to talk to, someone who's nurturing, and also someone who's absolutely gorgeous or absolutely attractive. That's definitely what this card is. Also, they respect you. This is the Divine Feminine energy. When someone looks at you as the Divine Feminine, like they see you as like someone they can respect, someone that they look up to, someone who is very nurturing, very receptive, very beautiful, and easy to talk to. Now, boundaries. They see you as somebody who has healthy boundaries. That means that they know they can't play games with you, basically. They're like, okay, if I'm going to date this person or come at them, I'm going to have to like really know what I want, because I know this person isn't going to take any bullshit from me. They might even feel slightly intimidated by you, like in a good way, almost like, oh wow, like I really need to like have my game on when I go at this person. They don't see you as like someone who's just boring or just easy to get with, or like they see you as a challenge, basically, and interesting. So good energies here. Let's keep these here for a minute, and let's see how do they feel about you. Oh my gosh. I'm done thinking. I'm ready to do something about it. Okay. Seems like they've really made up their mind on what exactly it is they want to do. Let's see if we can get some more guidance on that. Okay. So they're feeling like they want to take some action in this relationship. Maybe looking back at the connection you guys have had and thinking, I want to level this connection up, feeling compatible with you, of course. This says, thank you for helping me awaken to my true self. That can happen sometimes when you meet someone who has such a strong impression on you just by them being the authentic person that they are, or by their kindness, or the amazing chemistry and connection you have with them. It can help awaken you to your truth. It can bring out good things in you. So this is this person admitting that you're bringing out a really good side in them. You're awakening them to their true self. And I think that's why we also got the Divine Feminine card. You have a good effect on this person. Next, you are a dream come true. This is an intense card. This might be one of the first times I've pulled this card, actually. And then we also see 55 here. This is like an action-oriented card. You are a dream come true. That speaks to somebody who's really feeling you. So I see strong romantic feelings here. I see somebody who not only feels a romantic connection, but maybe even like a spiritual connection with you as well. And someone who wants to take action, wants to do something about this energy between you guys. It makes me also wonder if there is a past between you, okay? I'm going to read this card literally, but I'll also kind of see if I can kind of get some more energy off it. But this says, thinking about those nights, I've been staying up late thinking about those nights we talk for hours. I want to find a way back into your heart. So this could mean this person is, if you have been talking, staying up late with this person, you're kind of dating them a little bit, they're enjoying it. They're like, oh my gosh, I've really been enjoying these talks. I'm just on cloud nine here. You're a dream come true. I'm loving getting to know you. But it could also be speaking to the past, if that's the type of connection you have with this person, almost that they missed that. If you guys had that at one point, they missed that. This over here, I keep looking at your social, but I can't seem to think of the right words to reach out with. Be patient, I'll think of something soon. So this person wants to reach out to you. But then this says, I'm done thinking. I'm going to do something about it. So if you haven't heard from this person, it's possible you will hear from them. They'll reach out. They'll want to take some type of action. They'll want to hit you up, maybe bring some opportunity to you, maybe extend some opportunity to go on a date, connect, something like that. They're thinking about you. This could also mean like they want to continue to date you. They want to continue to get to know you. So yeah, this person has feelings for you. Feelings that are like romantic, but also like realizing a soul connection, spiritual connection. It'll be really interesting to see what happens here. Yeah. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out. So you guys, I still have a couple spots left. We're almost sold out here. If any of you guys are thinking about getting a reading, if not, just relax and enjoy and know that I have a pick a card reading folder here on my channel that's full of over 700, I think. Oh my gosh, free pick a card readings. And I'm also gonna post a free how do they feel pick a card reading probably tonight or tomorrow with this deck, okay? So, but if you would like to get a more personal message, then just write in the comments below and my assistant will hook you up with how to get a reading. Okay, there's officially 3 left. All right, who's next?
That was Blue Moon, right?
Yeah.
Next one is Summer.
Is who?
Summer.
Okay. Summer is next.
Who's coming in?
Okay, Summer. So we're going to switch gears here, and you're wondering who is coming into your love life. Maybe we can get you a little bit of timeline as well. You're single, ready to mingle, single and looking. Who is coming in for you? I'm going to pull some cards, but I also think I'm going to do some crystal gazing as well. Okay, so I'm definitely starting to see love here. Definitely somebody coming in. You strike me as one of those people who has a really hard time staying single for long. Not in a bad way, but almost like, even if you were just like, I'm gonna take some time and kind of just be single, I feel like someone's always popping up. Like you have a really attractive energy. Okay, so far I'm getting some messages. Okay, so the first thing that's coming out is telling you, yeah, something kind of went down in your love life in the past. Like it left a bad taste in your mouth, but you're so resilient, so strong. You're like shaking that off, you're moving forward, and you're ready to take a risk and date somebody new. Okay? So this is the universe kind of acknowledging like whatever that was that went down did kind of suck, and it was kind of an injustice, and you put so much energy into that connection, you didn't get as much back, and I feel like this is a message from your guides that's almost like we see you. You're not alone. Um, you're moving forward into something new. The past is behind you. It's not going to repeat itself. Like I just feel a really good energy around this next person who's coming in. So they're definitely telling you to take a risk, take a leap of faith, put yourself out there, make yourself available again, date, open yourself up. Because sometimes I pull cards and I see, the person I'm pulling for isn't ready or needs to just do them, or it's not time to date. But I see for you, go for it. Follow your intuition. Like, definitely get yourself out there and date. Now, here we are getting some clues about this person. It's possible you could meet this person related to work or school. I get the feeling this is someone who could be your superior. So, for instance, this could be someone in one of your online classes who you're partnered up with, or who is part of your group, or who is tutoring you or mentoring you. It could be someone at a place of work that's worked there longer than you. And this is also a sign of newness, like maybe you sign up for a class or some type of hobby or training or something like that. You learn something new, could even be creative wise, and the person who teaches you, mentors you, or you're partnered up with to help you, you guys fall in love. Yeah, finances and career, something about work. I'm not sure if you're going out to get a new job or something, but it's maybe you meet somebody there. There's an opportunity coming in, and it's just this person might be a teacher, a mentor, a boss, a superior. Maybe this is even a sign they're going to be a little bit older than you, but don't worry, I don't think they're going to look like the person on this picture. So that would everyone's beautiful in their own way, but don't worry, they're not going to look like that. But it could be someone older than you, someone who has things to teach you, that kind of thing. Okay? We're getting this hawk energy. This is a kind of a King of Swords energy to me. This is somebody who is potentially an air sign. They could be Aquarius. My mind's blanking, John. Other air signs? Is Libra? Other air signs? Gemini, yeah, that's it. It's the other one. Who's the third one? Is it Libra? Why is my mind blanking out like this? Is it Libra? I think it's a Libra. Okay. I don't know why, but I think they have an air. They have a lot of. Sorry. I know. I know. And you know what? Maybe that's what this is too. Libra energy. Okay. Anyways, that's what I'm seeing. I don't know why I got such a specific message. This person's probably a Libra, or they have a lot of air in their chart. Sun, moon, rising, or their Venus is like in some type of air sign. I'm feeling some strong Libra energy. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. This person is very smart, very knowledgeable. For them, it's all about the mind. So this is someone that's going to want to seduce your mind before they seduce your body. In fact, you'll be kind of shocked because multiple dates could go by without them kissing you or holding your hand. And you might be like, is this person putting me in the friend zone or not? But then they keep asking you on dates. And so you're like, obviously they like me, but what the heck? They love to like be seduced and to seduce through conversation. And so this will be someone that you will be like texting long text messages to, maybe even emailing, maybe even snail mail. They might have like an old-fashioned kind of nostalgic side to them. They might be like really into vintage stuff. I don't mean to say this person's like a hipster or something like that, but they definitely have kind of an old-fashioned kind of energy to them. I wouldn't be surprised if they collected like old electronics, like typewriters and stuff like that. Maybe wore vintage clothing. They're really into that kind of stuff. So they're very nostalgic for the past, like in a fun way. Maybe they might even take you on dates to like a drive-in theater if for some reason there's one nearby. Or they're very, very creative and super, super quirky kind of person. They stand out from the crowd for sure, which makes me wonder, do they have a little bit of Aquarius in them? But yeah, it seems more Libra to me. They like to take their time falling in love. I think that's how you'll know it's this person, because once again, you've gone on multiple dates. They're not making a move, but they want to talk to you. They want to get to know you. They ask a lot of questions, and it's really refreshing, because if you're used to those people that all they want to do is talk about themselves, you'll be like, wow, I've never talked so much in my life. Like, they are constantly asking questions, constantly wanting to get to know you. And they pursue someone hard and fast. When they know that they like someone, they pursue hard, okay? I'm also getting a sign that this person has like light brown hair, kind of like that mousy kind of brown color. But they also have darker skin. So to me, it seems like they either tan easily or they have, darker skin of some sort. They to me, I'm seeing something. I just got this vision of them on a boat, like barefoot in the sand, fishing, something like that. So they like to spend time near the water. I mean, but this person's very possible they might own a boat, or they might like to go to the river, or they might work in something that's related with the water. Maybe this is someone who's military, Marines, something like that. Okay. They do seem quite strong as well. But there's also like this gorgeous aspect to them. Like, they've got long eyelashes, gorgeous eyes, that whole kind of thing going on. The way that they dress is very, like, they're kind of more average. They're quirky. We said like kind of vintage stuff, but you might overlook this person at first because personality paints the face. I'm not saying this person is unattractive. It's just maybe this is someone you've already known, or somebody where you see their pictures on social media, or maybe if this is an online dating situation, you feel kind of like, eh. But when you see them in person and they're talking and they're smiling, they're like so attractive and so charming. So don't judge this person, like, don't judge the book by the cover right away, because they're very attractive and very charming. It's just you might need to see them in person, or you might need to hang out with them more, to really kind of see that attractive side come out of them, okay? You're going to be really fulfilled with this person. This is like a opposites attract kind of energy. So they're very, very different to you. They have completely different, like, things that they're into. In fact, they kind of rub me as kind of like a nerdy type of person, like a little nerdy, but like in a sexy way, like in like the smart money making nerdy kind of way, you know? They're someone that can stand on their own 2 feet. You might be impressed by how this person like has their own house, has a nice car, like has all their ducks in a row, like has investments, and they're young for their age to have all that going for them. So they're very like independent, stable. And then we're also getting, we're getting this confusion card, because it's possible that there might be one person that comes across your path before this person that I am tapping into. Or this could be that you feel like there's someone else who's your person before this one comes across. So don't be fooled. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna have people coming at you. You have a very attractive energy. Just take it slow in the relationships, and know that somebody who really, really wants to be in your life is going to make that effort, is going to make it all about you. So this is telling you, give whatever relationship comes across your path a chance. It's likely that you might have 1 or 2 relationships that are like unrequited, or just there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going, kind of shorter little blips before you meet this person. But I think what I'm doing here is tapping into your next, like, legit soulmate. Yeah, and says deception. Some people will wear false self masks in relationships in the beginning. So that's how you'll know this person is like the one, because they are consistent with you. There's nothing they're hiding from you. And look, here's this person, kind of muscular, sandy hair. I love that. So I wish I could go on and on. Usually in a reading where I'm describing who's coming in, like, we'll pull tons of cards and we'll go on for like 45 minutes. But hopefully this just gives you enough to go off of, maybe some pointers for this person. This is Pentacles. Once again, lots of signs about work. It's either you're getting a new job, or you're taking on a new project, or you're taking some path with your education that leads you to meet this person, or you meet them, like, directly combined with that. So that's all I'm getting, not really getting timelines, just kind of like how you'll meet. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you again so much for your support, and I will see you next time. Okay. So who is next, John?
S-O.
Okay.
S-O.
Okay, so this person just wants to be referenced by their initials. So S-O is next.
My person is upset with me right now. To me, over something very small, but to them, it means a lot. I'm doing my best to focus on other things and keep myself in a good vibe. I just want to know what advice you have for me on the situation.
Okay.
What I can do and what you see for us. I know things will get better between us.
Okay. Them.
S-O.
Okay. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so basically, SO. I just had to, like, get your whole full question, like, figured out first. The person that you're with is really upset at you right now. To them, it's something that's a big deal. To you, it's something that you are just like, I don't see why that's such a big deal. So you're doing your best just to kind of, like, pacify this energy, move forward, and just, like, focus on you. But you're wondering, like, is there anything that you can do to, like, move past this? You know that you guys are going to get through it. Like, you're like, I know we'll get through this. Like, maybe you guys have had disagreements in the past. That happens in relationships. But you're just wondering, is there anything that you're missing here? Is there anything that you need to know about this situation? So let's just look into this. This is interesting. Just give me a moment to tap into this. Can you put the music back on? Thanks. By the way, you guys, there's like this huge lightning storm going on right now. Okay, I'm starting to get a picture of what's going on here. I wasn't supposed to use this deck. This is a deck that's not really love related, but they're telling me to use it. So, okay. Okay, here's what's going on, okay? Regardless of whatever it was that you guys fought about, I'm sensing that your partner, I don't know why, but the word jealousy is coming up. I don't know if it's like typical jealousy, like they feel like you're flirting with somebody or like giving someone too much attention or something, but To me, you are at a point in your life right now where you're being guided to like act very independently. This does not mean that you're being guided out of this relationship, because I actually feel a beautiful energy around this relationship. So it's not that kind of independence. It just, to me, it feels like you've been acting a lot more independently. You've been making some major moves in your life. You've been slaying your goals. You've got like a plan, and your partner feels like they're being kind of left in the dust. Because as you level up and you vibrate higher, that holds your partner accountable to do the same. So you guys are kind of on different frequencies right now. And funny enough, scientifically, energetically, two opposing frequencies cannot occupy the same space at the same time. You are either going to lift this person up or they're going to pull you down. And so you guys are feeling this little struggle right now where you're not on the same level. And this happens in relationships. Like you kind of just like go all over the place, meet each other in the middle, and kind of, I love this poem by Nair Wahid that says, "We return to each other in waves. This is how water loves." Oh, I love that. It's like, ebbing and flowing. But right now you guys are kind of out of sync. And it's because you have had some crazy change. Like you're going through an awakening, you're vibing high, you're kind of going through a golden era in your life. Once again, you're slaying some dreams, and your partner is in a different place. Your partner is going through like a little bit of like a depression or a downtime. They might be stuck in the dark night of the soul, and you're over there in the golden era. And so it's a little bit difficult for them to watch that. On one hand, they're happy for you that you're getting out there, that you're making new connections, that you're slaying your goals and dreams. But there's also a side of them that's a little bit jealous and might even feel slightly competitive. And something's telling me this has something to do with your zodiac signs. You can't blame everything on astrology, but like for instance, maybe your partner's a Capricorn, and so they're the ones who like to be on top and hustling, but they're just going through this rest period, this healing period, and there you are slaying some stuff, and they're like, that should be me, or I should be doing that too, or I want to be the one leading this relationship. And so it is kind of an energy clash right now. And so they're a little bit jealous and they're upset because you are acting very independently, and they're feeling like kind of left in the dust, and they don't know how to say, I want more time with you. I really want to focus on our spark. I want to play more. They don't know how to communicate their frustration. So they're bringing up this thing, like, you're right, it really isn't that big of a deal, but it's symbolic of what they're really upset about overall. So ask yourself, like, what does this symbolize? Because your partner is just picking at you because they don't know how to say what they really need to say. They might not even really recognize what's really going on. I think it takes like a really strong person to be like, I feel jealous, I feel intimidated, I feel like I'm being left in the dust, I feel like you're outshining me. It takes a lot of strength, courage to admit that or to even realize that. So that might be what's going on, okay? I also see that your partner also really wants to connect with you, sexually. Wants to have that energy exchange with you. And if you guys aren't like a sexually active couple, maybe this is just intimacy, like physically holding hands, kissing, cuddling. Maybe they feel like you've been so go, go, go lately, or you haven't had that time to slow down, or maybe this is more of a long-term relationship, and after being with someone for so long, sometimes you just kind of get out of the habit of like having sex or like connecting romantically. And so your partner could just be picking at you because really you guys just need to connect and have some sex. You'd be surprised. You can't heal everything magically and fix everything by just having sex, but it's like a symptom. That's like a symptom when you're not being physically intimate. Sometimes that's a symptom of things in your relationship kind of being a little off, vice versa. And so they want to renew this energy. Like, this is something they really want, is to express their desires with you and feel that magnetic energy. And so your guides are nearby, your guides are here, and basically I'm just getting what's going on with your partner, but let's see what you can do about this, okay? Guidance. It also makes me wonder what's going on with your partner's work and finances and career right now. Because they might be feeling like they don't have anything to offer. They might be feeling like a little, like their pride might be shot a little bit. They might be feeling a little worried. And so they're taking it out on you, you know? There's a lot going on in your partner's life right now, basically. They feel like they're being left out in the cold. I don't think you're actually doing any of this to them. I feel like this is just a reaction to like circumstances, and also a lot of this energy they created. They play a role. Maybe you're looking at them thinking, "Oh wow, like they could so easily clean this mess that they created up for themselves." But overall, I do see you guys getting over this. I see your partner taking some type of risk, getting a little bit of adventure back in their life. But the guidance I'm seeing for you is your partner really needs to feel acknowledged. I get this sense that you kind of just agreed to disagree with your partner and you just move forward, and like you decided to kind of, you have set a boundary here, which is good. You need to follow your intuition, set the boundaries you need to set. But I feel like your partner really wants some acknowledgement here. I feel like you're going to have to compromise. That's how it goes in disagreements, right? Meet your partner in the middle. You guys seem to have this beautiful destiny together. There's a lot of promise for this future. At the same time, though, it does seem like you guys are at a crossroads here. You guys no doubt have a soulmate connection. There's true love here, but I feel like your partner has decided that this is the hill that they want to die on. To me, it seems like you're almost being scapegoated here. Like your partner's taking all of their problems, throwing it onto you, and, you know, I'm just getting this message here, like they're thinking about walking away almost. I don't know if they're really gonna do it, but they're just like feeling super desperate. Like they're hitting rock bottom. So I think what they really need is just your divine feminine energy, your gentleness. They need to be held. They need to be touched. They need to be coddled. They don't know how to say, I need you right now. I'm breaking down. And so all you really need to do is just be present, hold space for your partner, and support them. Okay? It doesn't mean that your needs and like what you need to put that aside and just like admit that your partner's right and just totally neglect yourself. Find a way to be able to you state your wants, your needs, and your expectations clearly, but in love. I feel like you guys need a little bit of space, maybe like a day or something to cool your minds, and then you can come back and talk about this issue. But really, your partner just needs some freaking tender love and care. Like seriously, they don't know how to ask for it, and they're just blowing up. And so I don't know why they're so obsessed with just calling you out on this thing. I think it's because they really need to call themselves out. They really need to look at themselves. They really need to hold up a mirror. They need to make some new decisions, and they're at rock bottom now, and it's going to be good for them because they're going to move forward and they're going to come out of this strong. But this is just what happens in a relationship when you're going through a hard place, it's a hard time. It's so easy to look at your partner and just project that all onto them because they're there and it's easy. Your partner is really being called to make some changes right now that are going to be for their highest good. And I think that this somehow is like the manifestation of that. So, yeah. I think compromise just a little bit. Be more willing to listen to your partner. You guys might be arguing more like semantics and wording here and technicalities when really your partner's just trying to say like, I need you, I need your touch, I need nurturing, and yeah, they just don't know how to ask for it. That's pretty much what I'm seeing. I hope that helps. I hope you guys get through this. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I will see you next time. Peace out. All right, so I think I've got to switch to my other phone, so I think I'll do maybe 2 more, and then we'll take another break. So who's next?
Menda.
Who?
Menda.
Okay, Menda is next.
What can I expect from my love life in 2021?
Okay, so what can you expect from your love life in 2021? We've got just about 10 minutes to pull these cards for you, so I really wish I could give you like a whole in-depth reading, but I'm just gonna see if we could get the bullet points, okay, for you. So what can you expect from your love life in 2021? So far, we're getting like a lot of advice for you on how to approach 2021 with dating. So we'll talk about that, but I do want to like literally answer your question and see what can you expect from your love life. Oh my gosh, yes. We're seeing some like really good cards for you. A lot of healing that's going to be happening in your love life in 2021. Like a slate being cleared. Okay, so of course we do see you falling in love. We see someone important coming in, but we're going to save this card for last, okay? We see a new beginning, okay? Now, this is kind of what you're going to be going through. You have a lot of decisions to make in love in 2021, especially with your time. You have a really strong longing for a partner, and your energy is going to be pulling in suitors, potential suitors, and maybe even somebody from the past back into your life, okay? So you're getting this message that in 2021, you're going to be learning a lot about boundaries, like, and also chaos in love. There could be a little bit of chaos around you, not in a bad way. It's just you'll have opportunities. If it's been a dry spell in your love life for a while, don't worry, because 2021 is going to shake it up for you. So I'm getting this picture like not wasting your time this year. If there's anybody that you just, if you're bored, if you're sad, if you're longing for a connection and there's someone who's there, but they're not showing up in the way that you really want them to, cut them out. If there's someone that you, on a scale of 1 to 10, only like them a 5, but you just want to see them because maybe you're bored, cut that out. Basically, no more random hookups, no more just dating people that just aren't really it for you. If you truly want to manifest love, you're going to have to weed the garden, basically. So I see you doing that this year. I see you weeding the garden. I see a couple people coming in and out, but these are good connections that each person teaches you something new. Each person blesses you with a new energy. I do see lessons you're going to learn. So I wish I could say like, oh, it's going to be perfect. You're just going to meet this one person, you'll live happily ever after. But it does look like you're learning some more about boundaries and you're clearing some chaotic energy around you. And you're making good decisions. So that's what I see. You're making good decisions with your time. You're approaching your dating life a little bit different this year. And this is the distorted feminine card. This is somebody who's like desperate, and it's reverse. It's like, this is the year that you really stand in your worthiness and stand in your power and you hold out for number one. And I love seeing that. This is spiritual maturity. You're attracting someone who can really be on your vibe and bring you the energy that you put out into the world. So this is reminding you, make this decisions, make good decisions about what energy you want to put out into the world this year, what you want to put out in love. That energy will meet you back. And I see you doing that. This is you really focusing on yourself. There will be kind of a long period this year of singleness There's, a couple fuckboys trying to come in and out or something, but you're making decisions, you're setting boundaries despite the longing, and you're holding out for this. So this is a message to you: hold out, have endurance. So there will be a couple opportunities, but it's up to you to decide, do I want to waste my time on this person or that person if I already kind of know this isn't it. So you'll be pulling in opportunities. You got to kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince or your princess. So yes, you're going to have endurance, but I see, like, this is the beginning. Some of these people might be coming in quite soon, towards the beginning of 2021, maybe March, April. But then I see the energy kind of dropping off, you just doing your thing, healing, learning, and this person comes in more towards the end of the year. Okay, so this is a true love. This is serendipity. This is one of those connections that you literally cannot really predict. They're being drop kicked into your life. You're meeting them in a really unusual way. Chance encounter. Like, if I hadn't like stopped to get gas at this place and then, broke my heel and had to go to this shoe store and buy new shoes, and then I would have never met this person, like that kind of crazy thing. So be prepared to be kind of blown away by this beautiful synchronicity and serendipity of how you meet this person. I see you ending the year in love. I also see that this year you have an opportunity to clear some energy with someone from your past. Maybe there's one person, an ex or a misconnection or something, and this person does seem to slide back in your life, or maybe you have a chance to talk to them about your feelings, or maybe you guys are able to share energies, get some type of closure, or figure something out. I'm not sure if this person has something to do with this, perhaps. But this is nice because we do see cords cut and we do see clearing. And so overall in 2021, there's a lot of healing that's going on. You're going to have opportunities to date, to know some new people, opportunities to set boundaries, make decisions. There'll be time where you're just going to be doing you, having some fun single time. Maybe you will have to wait a little bit longer than expected for this to come along, but it's going to be worth it. And in the meantime, you'll get to clear some air from the past, and you're truly manifesting something that is worthy of your time. I see really beautiful energy coming through for you. So my advice for you is to keep going, trust your intuition, show up for this journey wholeheartedly. Beautiful. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out. All right, so we're gonna do one more person. My phone is about to die, so I'll have to take a break real quick to switch to my other phone. So who's next, John? Who?
Steph.
Okay, so Steph is next. What is up, Steph?
Been working. They want to know if they can do a self-love.
Okay.
Working on themselves. Want to know what else they need to give themselves.
This is cool, Steph. So you hacked my love reading. You're asking questions about self-love. You're like, is there any other way that I can show up for myself and love myself more? Huh? Use these? Oh, my husband is telling me, he's like, you know what, you should use these cards. Still. Okay. Let's do it.
How
The real. Yeah. How can you show up for yourself more, love yourself more? Okay, I'll try using these. I'm not really made for that, but I think it'll be interesting. It's actually working. That's cool. Okay, Steph, this is fun. So how can you show up for yourself more? How can you love yourself more as you move forward? Specific messages for you. Explore this connection. Okay, so explore the connection with yourself. Immediately, I got this vision of you out in nature, going on hikes, exploring the earth. Like, the earth is literally an extension of you. So our body needs nature so badly. There have been so many times where I have been like almost having a breakdown and feeling off, and then I just went to the lake, the river, the ocean, or like on a little hike or walk, and oh my gosh, I felt so much better. I was laughing. The way that I felt about myself, my body, the way that I looked, my life completely changed. Like, that's where I get my energy from. That's where I get my confidence from. When we're going inside our house, we're actually going outside. Like, we're born to nature. That's where we belong. And so exploring this connection, I actually see this almost like as exploring nature. Your body needs that. What more beautiful way to love yourself than to spend more time in nature? And so this also means staying dedicated. You might need to invest in, some snowshoes or a nice jacket. Like, if it's raining, get an umbrella. Obviously, you don't want to be caught in any harsh weather conditions, but going out and acclimatizing to nature more, connecting with the elements, maybe getting your bare feet in the dirt, maybe saving up a little bit and using some of your abundance to drive like a hour away and go to that national park. Now, I know it's a little bit difficult to travel and certain, there's different conditions, a lot of places because of the lockdown. Some places are like letting people back in nature, some aren't. So do what you can, but this is just really important. This is also exploring yourself. A lot of times growing up, we're not given the opportunity to explore our creative side and explore sides of ourselves because we're put into an institution, we're put into a school that only has so many opportunities. Like, at my school, there was like art class where like you could draw or paint or like use pastels, and then there was like pottery class, and like there's like a couple other things, but it's just so limited. I mean, there's so many things that you can create and that you can do. And I think sometimes once we start getting into our 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, as we start growing up, we start thinking, I'm too old now. I'm an adult. I can't learn anything new. It's too late for me. There's already people out there who are better than me at that, who have mastered that. We feel like if we want to try something new or learn something new, that we have to Instagram it or put it on TikTok. We have to show it off. We have to be good at it. There's like all this pressure. You can do some things just for you. Like, I love to paint. And obviously, I'm like, I would love to have my paintings in galleries and like, get some clout off that. Why not? But I just do it for me, for now. And it's fun and I enjoy it. And I never wanted to paint because I, once again, thought there's all these other people out there who would do it, who are so much better than me at it. What's the point? I have disabilities, like it's hard, like I'm gonna have to watch all these tutorials, but no, like I just got some freaking paper and I started painting and I'm happy with that. So explore your connection with yourself, with the earth, and also with your creative side. And if you don't know what to create, there's so many things you can do out there. I have this board, like a little board that I pin on Pinterest. You guys know I love Pinterest. And I call this board Art Sparks, and I see like different types of art that people are making, and I add all the ideas to this board so that when I'm feeling creative or I want to try something new or I want to hit up the art supply shop, I'll go on that board and like kind of look for ideas. Not everything you create has to be original. Obviously, don't rip people off, but you put your own spin on it. Everything is kind of an imitation anyways. Art imitates life, life imitates art, people imitate each other. Do your thing, try different things. Be willing to, don't give up on it just because it's not perfect or you're not like a master or a pro. Not everything you do, you have to market and sell and show off and Instagram it. So explore your connection with your creative side. Explore your connection with this earth. Also, this is a message that says, I'm confused about what you really want from me. So maybe this is you getting real with what you really want out of life. Going back to the vision board speech. John, can you drop the link below again for my vision board tutorial? John's gonna drop in the comments a link to my vision board tutorial. Just watch it. I'm not trying to get hits on it. I don't even think I have ads on that video. I just genuinely want you to see this idea on how you can create a vision for your life. This is the craziest, most amazing thing I've ever done. 6-7 years ago, I sat down and started making a vision board for what I wanted my life to be like. It took me about 6 months to a year to finish it. I just added a couple photos every day and just kind of got lost in the fantasy, wrote descriptions for it, and I was shook when I finished the board and looked at it and realized this is so different than the life that I'm living right now. Like, it was emotional. First of all, realizing this is what I want, and then also realizing this is so far from the path that I'm on and the choices that I'm making. Sometimes we're afraid to admit what we want because we think it's too big, it's too hard. We're just too lazy to actually sit down and like have the time to think about it. That was a lot of it for me. And we know it's going to create a lot of changes, and sometimes we're just comfortable, like just following whatever path we end up on. So just know you are the master creator of your life. You have the ability to create your reality, and that starts with your vision. So that's why I suggest creating some type of vision board, so that you're not confused anymore about what it is you want. And the reason I recommend a vision board and using pictures to describe what you want is because that's like how your mind thinks. Your mind thinks more visually. Your third eye, your creative center is more visual. And some people are more mental and are like to write out a description of what it is that they want, but we can be confused when we just like don't know what we want, and we like have these ideas that pop in and out of our head, but we also have all this worry and stress that pops in and out of our head. So the vision board is a way for us to like see what we want. And so have fun with it. The process of creating the vision board is fun. Get real with what you want, and know that it's okay if you change your mind. Like, I've already changed my mind a couple times, and all I did was go to my vision board, delete the stuff, and add the new stuff, and go, anyways. And I just took action in a different direction, kind of shifted my path a little bit. So it's time for you to find what makes you tick, what's fun for you, explore your creative side so you can get more hints and more clues and more pieces to the puzzle on that. This also says, I feel like the luckiest person in the world. Another way to love yourself is allow yourself time for gratitude. I don't even like the word gratitude. It's annoying. Gratitude. But something I do before I go to bed every night, as simple as it seems, is I say my gratitude, and it really does make me feel like the luckiest person in the world when I just sit there and start going through these little things that I'm thankful for. Start treating every day like an adventure. Realize all the gifts that you receive every day, that you're just here in this body. Everything else is a bonus, you know? So these are my tips for you. Is there anything else that they want you to know about how to like love yourself more? I think it's different for each person. It's a very intuitive process. Trust yourself. If you have any regrets about the past, remind yourself, start affirming to yourself, I did the best I could at the time with the information and knowledge I had available to me. When you start having those weird cringy flashbacks that go through your head of like weird stuff that happened or things that you said, like that inner critic kind of attacking you with your past, we all have that, okay? Start affirming to yourself, treating yourself as if you're a small child. Like, energetically wrap your arms around yourself and say, it's okay, you know, you did a great job, you stood up for yourself, you did the best that you could. It's okay. Like, you've learned, you've grown, you're a different person now. You don't have to keep rehashing that old thing, that old story, those old tapes in your head, because that's the past. You did the best that you could. Even if you did something horrible, like, you just did the best you could. Like, now you've learned and you're different now. And that's what life is all about. Because when you are able to look back at the past and realize, you know what, I did the best that I could, that makes you realize that right now in the moment, as you're moving through life, you will continue to do the best that you can, which means that you can trust your future self to do whatever you need to do to keep your path moving forward and get you what you want. So this is like building trust with yourself. And it starts by like reframing your perception with how you think about the past. Anyways, obviously, I can go on about this forever, but maybe you could take some notes from this message. If you take anything away from this, just go out in nature. It's easy. All right, dear. Thank you so much for that question. That was fun. It's questions like that that really like get my juices flowing. So, you guys, I will see you in probably 7 or 8 minutes. I'm going to take a break, drink some water, and stretch a little bit, sort my cards, and make sure that I'm fresh for the next batch of you guys, okay? Make sure that you click on to part 3 of this message or this little series when it pops up, and I will see you soon, okay? Peace out.